Welcome to Radio Boomers Live, the show about all things human from a baby boomer's perspective. All things hot and all things not. News, reviews, interviews, chat, tech, and what's next. And here are your hosts, Reatha Gray from Betty White's Off Their Rockers and Easy's dad, Jim Zuley.
Once again, good morning, Radio Boomers Livers and all our Easy Way family out there in this virtual land. It's Jim and Eric, Jim and Reatha. Reatha, where are you? Are you out there?
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
My head is spinning, Reatha.
It's just going on, Jim. I was going to let you babble on all morning.
Oh, my God. You know, hey, Reatha, didn't we just have this talk and, celebrating and thanking our veterans for Memorial Day? It just seemed like not that long ago we did this. Boy, that year went by fast. It's like now we're in the virtual land. Big time.
We are. Everything is virtual. I'm going to a virtual graduation next week. It's going to be a Zoom call graduation. I feel bad for the kids who are graduating from high school and college.
Yeah.
But they're going to have memories. They're definitely going to have memories. So some people are doing extreme things.
Yeah, well, they'll be unique. They actually had their graduation and their ceremonies virtually, and that's the way it's going now. And with our big virtual summit coming up.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, the 29th and 30th, Easy Way Virtual Summit, the brick and mortar to broadcast. Boy, I'll tell you, times are definitely changing. And
they definitely are.
And we're going to change into hot topics.
The virtual thing is kind of good. We get to see people while we're talking to them, and so
Oh yeah.
We're trendsetters.
Yeah, that's for sure. I'll do the non-visual.
Ripped from the headlines, today's hot topic.
Well, I'm just going to talk a little bit today about what is causing us to be doing all of those virtual things, and that's the pandemic that we find ourselves in the middle of. And I don't know if we're coming or going on this one, but the country seems to be greatly divided, and it's just amazing to me. There's sometimes when you have to, throw down the gauntlet and take a side, but sometimes there's some middle ground, and I wish America would come to some middle ground on some of this stuff. We've been safe inside. People have been in their houses for 8 weeks or more, and they've got cabin fever. So people are taking sides on this opening up of America. There are people who are saying, I'm just going to shelter inside and I'm just going to hide until it's all over. And then there are people who say, well, I'm going out and I may or may not wear my mask. I may or may not be in crowds. And there's got to be somewhere in between here that we don't have to be so rigid with what we will and will not do. The virus hasn't gone anywhere. That's what people keep telling us. It's not retreating because of the summer. So we do need to continue to do some things to keep ourselves well and safe. So wearing a mask, believe me, I hate it as much as the next person. I miss seeing people's smiles. You don't know if people are happy or sad, and the mask that people are wearing now takes so much of their face, takes up so much of their face that you can't tell whether or not their eyes are happy or their teeth are showing or they're smiling. But we probably need to wear the mask for a little while because there are people still with the virus. Staying inside the house, they're going to start opening up some places. Doesn't mean that you have to run to every place that's going to open up. My nails look horrible. I look at some of the newscasters and on the television, and their hair looks terrible. The women, we didn't know some of the roots of these women's hair on TV. But those things may be essential for us as women. We need our nails and our hair done. But it doesn't mean that we need to start going back immediately to going to baseball games and football games. So there's got to be somewhere in the middle. So I just want to remind everybody, they used to have a saying, safe and sane fireworks. Well, let's have a safe and sane re-entry back into what is going to be the new normal. Don't be so critical of the person who wants to be a little bit more cautious. And at the same time, those of you that want to just be reckless, think of your family, think of your friends, because a lot of people are asymptomatic, and you go around people that are asymptomatic, you don't know it, you come down with the virus. So I just want to tell everyone on this Memorial Day to just let's be safe and sane with the reentry. That's all I'm asking. I want all of us to be here for next Memorial Day. That's my hot topic, Jim, or maybe that was my soapbox. I'm not sure. What's your hot topic this morning?
Let me help you off that soapbox. That was that's a good report, though. No, today is Memorial Day. Today is a federal holiday in the U.S. for mourning the military personnel who have lost their lives while serving in their armed forces. World War I, over 116,000 of our troops had given their lives. World War II, over 407,000. Korea, 33,000 plus. Vietnam, over 47,000. The Gulf War, 148 they have. And the technology we had is far more advanced. And America is opening up, but cautiously. As Reatha was saying, Orange County is opening up its malls and businesses along with many other counties and states. Restrictions will be in place. So, they're going to be opening all this stuff up, but there's going to be pretty strict guidelines for the restaurants. You're going to see seating might be a little different. The mask might be a little hard to eat with the mask, but you know how it goes. The servers and the cleaning, and they have wiping everything down. You'll go to a store and you'll see them. Somebody will be out there designated to wipe down the carts or whatever. And so as far as that goes, we're going to go forward, but we're going to be a little bit more cautious. Back 100 years ago, we had this big, let's throw up the mask and celebrate. The virus is over, and then they got hit really hard after that. No football unless students are back on campus, says the University of Michigan president. Colleges took a big hit with this pandemic in many, many ways. Losses, enrollment and all that. But as far as enrollment goes, there have been some changes made to admissions, like that you got more time to enroll, a better chance in some colleges are likely to be, you got to research this because there's been a lot of changes here, and that they expect that more of their potential students will want to stay closer to home. So this is making a big change in the whole picture. There are bigger scholarships too, so guys, you can look into that. More need-based aid may be accessible, more virtual visits. And speaking of virtual times, we have been changing at a super rapid pace. It was rapid, but now there's a big change with the lockdown. The only way people could connect, the way people connected would get together. You have your meetings and you had your events and so on. Well, our own Eric Zuley has taken this to another level and showed people how to connect. And we have our Easy Way Wall virtual summit coming up here on the 29th and 30th. Easy Way broadcast has basically been on the cutting edge of this, and that's what's happening now. The Easy Way Wall of Fame virtual summit, brick and mortar to broadcast, and we've seen that, the brick and mortar crumbling down. And he had, there's a big event in L.A. It's going to be canceled, and he turned that around and turned it into a, well, how can you do if you're not going to a place, how can you have the event? Well, he transformed it into a virtual where you had everything. You had the people going virtually. In fact, far more people than would have normally went. You had the sponsors, the entertainers, everything but, well, the handshakes, being one-on-one. So that's what we have to do now. We got Pentagon confirms aliens. There's a little twist for you. The U.S. Navy tried to ID objects coming from water. A video taken from Air Force pilots in the past showed objects traveling along really fast underwater, and the pilots were making comments, crazy comments like, check that out, So U.S. Navy enters the future themselves with warfare, shooting down a drone with a laser beam. Oh, Reatha, I got to take a breath on all this stuff. There's so much news. A lot of it's tied to coronavirus, but we have to move into the commercial, and that's what we're going to do.
It's time to hear from our sponsors.
Sponsor time.
Looking to grow and align your brand with celebrities and other established brands? Your brand is all about your entire customer experience. Everything from your logo, your website, your social media experiences, the way you answer the phone, to the way your customers experience your staff. So why not let us help you get your branding right from the start? At Easy Way Promotions, we are a new class of professionals providing first-class online branding, promotion, social media, website development, editing, graphic design, public relations, media, SEO, and online advertising to give your business the competitive edge to stand out. Our highly experienced experts will not only help you increase your online presence, but also provide you with a proven online strategy to help you increase the value of your company and make acquiring new customers easier. So what are you waiting for? Contact us today and let us help you grow your business exponentially.
For more information, contact 424-209-9290 or visit easywaypromotions.com. That's letter E, letter Z. We also encourage you to like our Facebook page at Easy Way Promotions.
Yes, indeed. Easy Way Promotions. And in the virtual world today, it's Memorial Day, where we're, thanks to all those that have given their lives on this Memorial Day. And our guest today has helped in the field, a veteran himself for 20 years, Daniel Faust, 20 years in the Air Force, serving military veterans. His first responders, transforming their lives from the boardroom to from the bedroom to the boardroom. Daniel helps through workshops, consultations, and recently with his new digital TV network. So he stepped out, not just doing what he did, which was serving his country, but continues to help. Let's see if we got him on it. Daniel, are you on with us today? Daniel. Let's check the airwaves. Here, Daniel, hello, Daniel. Welcome to Easy Way, the Radio Boomers Live today. Here in our co-host, I'll introduce you to Reatha Gray, Betty White's co-star from Off the Rockers. Reatha, Daniel Faust. Yes, indeed. So, Daniel, thanks for coming on. I know you're a busy guy, and 20 years in the Air Force. So, going back in time, what was it that made you take that step? And was it when you enlisted, with the plans to be in for 20 years, or were you going to do a tour and then step out after 2 or 3 like many did? What made you, what was that decision? Where did it come from?
Well, for me initially, to be honest, it was a kind of a selfish decision. Struggling in workflow, wanted to date a girl and took her to the recruiter. And those first 6 years were totally selfish. It took me until my first enlistment to really dedicate my life to my faith, but also dedicate my life to this country. Because sometimes a lot of us come in initially and we just come into the service and we come for the educational benefits or to get out of a place or get out of a situation. It wasn't until that first enlistment to reconsider who to serve, and it was me. I'm like, hey, my heart's to serve the military men and women that are in the service. So after that first enlistment, that's when I committed to press on from there and then looking towards that. And it takes each enlistment. So if any military person is listening that's active or reserve or guard, you have to evaluate your life holistically at each enlistment and see where your life is at and who you want to serve, because sometimes you might be becoming that superhero and you need to get out of the service to go to your next mission, your next legacy. For other people, it might be finishing those 20 years. Some people do 30. I meet some great people that I interview range from like, hey, I was in a few years and went to a war, to, hey, I did 20 years in admin paperwork. And it doesn't matter what you do in the service, you're always that war hero because you served and fought for your country. It might not have been in an active sense of getting blown to bits, but, you know, you're taking that sacrifice. And that transformation for superhero is that next step that we help.
That's right. And, you know, Daniel, you know that as well as I do. When we signed that paper, we're that's it. We're volunteering to whatever the situation. And like you say, you could come back, you know, in not very good shape from whatever injuries, or come back in a box. You sign that paper, that's what you're volunteering to do. And it's a big step. And it's also a big step on which branch you decide to serve in and whether you decide to stay in it. But, well, I'll tell you, I'm glad I went in. You know, I mean, I had a total out because in the draft, I didn't, they were drafting people. I didn't pay attention to that. My number was so high I would have never been drafted. But I went down and enlisted. And I told my story when I was, you know, I went to enlist in the Marine Corps, and I was waiting, and it was a couple hours, and I went to get a Coke. And I met the Army recruiter down there, nice guy, and we were talking, and I wound up enlisting in the Army and obtaining an MOS that I kind of wanted. A lot of people tried to get this MOS in military police, and it turned out to be good. I didn't serve as long as you, but I'll tell you, it's rewarding, you know, and I like the fact that you can go to Home Depot and park right in the front. Every once in a while we get those little bennies, you know. But you took it a step further. You know, you just didn't enlist. You continue with your, you know, you're helping the veterans in so many kind of ways. And what was it that you just wanted to reach out and with your consultations and your workshops because you saw the need, I suppose, right?
Correct. Yeah, I almost lost my marriage in 2007. Most of us military and veterans will get married real quick, but we don't know what we're really jumping into. When you come into the service, you have somebody leading you in there, but when it comes to your marriage, it comes to your family, it comes to your leadership, you're kind of piecemealing it together, and we live and then we learn, which I think is total BS because it's kind of stupid. It's like, hey, put your hand on the stove. Oh, it hurt. I should learn from that.
Exactly.
No.
Oh, boy, you hit it on the head. You hit the nail on the head. Yeah, let's keep stumbling, falling all over, crashing. And meanwhile, some of these situations could disrupt your lives for the rest of your life. And, you know, where you're coming from, boy, do I agree with that. If we had some of this consultation and before maybe touching the stove so badly, which I did, literally, I had to touch the stove, and it would make such a difference. So have you seen a lot of the veterans after the disaster, or do you think you catch a lot of them before some of this happens?
I'm hoping to change it and rewrite the script on that. My goal is in 5 to 10 years from now that we are a source of people come to us for our war hero to superhero consultants, that you do this stuff before. Hey, get premarital counseling, go over and get parental advice, go over and get that transformational leadership that you need to have when you're getting out of the service, or even our first responders when they leave the force. But as of right now, I would say my assessment is we're more of a reactionary force of people instead of a responsitory force of people. And we need that when we're in the field as a war hero, but when we're transforming as a superhero, we need to know the battle ops that we're going into. What is my marriage going to look like? What is my family going to look like? What is the legacy of my leadership going to look like that? So I'm trying to help rewrite the script with other veteran, military, and first responder partners to rewrite that script, and that's the goal for our network, not just me in Daniel Faust's show is War Hero to Superhero, but a bunch of military veterans and first responders that help people to be responding to life circumstances and then thriving and then learning and then living it out instead of living, now learning.
Yeah, okay. Well, makes total sense. And it's going to be a life changer for a lot of people. So your new digital TV network, this is what we were talking about, Reatha and I share about. It's such a changing world. War Hero to Superhero, and you had an opportunity to meet Eric and his network. Does that change anything for you as far as your path goes with your new show?
It made it drastically. It made it drastically in the world because you getting the message out there, whatever you're doing as a military person transitioning out, or a veteran, or as a first responder, in whatever calling or whatever life path that you have. With the Easy Way Network, it helps you to go from surviving to thriving in that from brick to mortar to broadcasting world. Because without that conduit to come in, you go to most places and you're like, hey, I'd like to get on, let's say, X show. Like I used to try to get on shows in Arizona. Oh, it's $1,500 just to get a 3-minute spot. I'm like, that's not thriving for a person that's just transforming out of the service or the force to change their lives. The Easy Way family and Eric makes it affordable, makes it tangible, makes it realistic, and makes it portable to go over and do it. Like right now with the COVID virus, we're in our garage and we're able to transform our garage over time to a bedroom, living room, and boardroom set. And literally for pennies on the dollar, you can go over and get your message out there to help more people, compared to if you go to the bigger networks, which they're not bad, but those bigger networks, you just don't have the fiscal capital to get out there and to get the message. So if you have a calling for a message in the military, veteran, and first responder space, we'd love for you to get back to us so we can go over and give you affordable resources to get your message out there and grow your profit or nonprofit, whatever message that you're getting out there. And Easy Way Family and Eric Zuley empowers that immensely.
Yeah, he's got he's one of the bigger networks now, 160 something countries, and so he's kind of like the what do you call it? Hold on, the portal, I call it, between online radio, television, and the online stations, and because it's such a transformation, and that's what he enjoys, is being able to help someone, because like you said, the expense of dealing with some of these big broadcast networks kind of takes the fun out of it,
Immensely, and with a limited budget. So,
hello, here's Reatha.
And what type of shows do you have, Daniel? What how do you help people? What can people look forward to?
For right now, we have 2 shows. We have War Hero to Superhero, which helps military veterans and first responders transform their lives from the bedroom to the boardroom. So each week, you're entering a different realm in a different room. So week 1 of the month, we enter the bedroom, marriage and intimacy, sexual connection, those type of topics. Then week 2, you join into the living room, and how do you go take that marriage relationship in the bedroom and transform that to the living room to be a unified front in parenting and connection with kids and bringing a legacy up in your household. From there, then we move to the 3rd week and we go into the boardroom. And now we're saying, now that your relationships are thriving in the bedroom and living room, now you can take them out into the boardroom virtually or in person, depending on your business. And how do you deal with leadership and connection and relationships and how to transform your life in those places. And then in our 4th week, on a 4-week month, we do and this week we're in the superhero battle room, and we're doing War Hero to Superhero interviews, giving that transformational stories from other people that have made that transformation from War Hero to Superhero. And then if we do have a 5th week in the month, like in July, we enter the Superhero Sanctum, and we bring in subject matter experts that can help you either thrive in the bedroom, living room, boardroom, or in all 3 places. And we do those interviews. Now, we do them on the TV show Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. PST, but we also do our Facebook Live. So if you're not ready for TV yet, you can come to our Facebook and be interviewed there. And if your numbers are high enough, then we elevate you to the TV show. So our interview people have a potential opportunity to grow their influence through our Facebook, and then they grow into our TV show. And then if they want to be on our shows, they can do that. And the other show we have on the network right now is 10-second interviews by Kenneth, and he does amazing, inspirational, from ordinary to extraordinary interviews. And we're still looking for more shows. So if you have a military, veteran, or first responder-centric audience, or if you want to focus on that particular niche, we'd love to go over and to interview you. If you fit our brand, then you can connect with Denise, which is our CEO that does the overall logistics and getting set up. And then you can then empower yourself to then connect with the military, veteran, and first responder audience that we're growing. Because we want to be a brand to be reckoned with the Easy Way family. Our goal is 125 shows by end of 2025. We want to be a full-out network under the Easy Way network that people look for war hero to superhero, and they can find content and infotainment opportunities all throughout the day so they can go over and thrive and not just survive.
Very good. Very good. Reatha, what do you think about that? I'm impressed.
I'm impressed. I have a grandson who's a veteran, and I know that they come out loving the military, but it's a whole different world in the military. And when they come home, they do need some help and reentry. So it sounds wonderful.
Very good. Daniel, this is it sounds like a very well put together business plan you have, and you're a good speaker. You can put it together very nice. And I know Eric will help put this together in a new age for the broadcast situation, and I think it's going to help a lot of people. And I have some people in mind that we could send your way, and we want to thank you for coming on and sharing this, because it's going to be exciting. We got a long way to go, and there's so many different ways of getting out there now, and this is really interesting. So we got the event coming up that you'll probably be.
How do they tune in though to the show?
Yeah.
They can find it in multiple platforms on the Easy Way network. They can go to Amazon, they can go to Roku, they can go to Apple TV, they can go to the Easy Way app that's on the Apple and iTunes and Android store. They can also watch our daily episodes, our short little vignettes on Facebook. So if they Google Learn and Live, or if they find the War Hero to Superhero Facebook or Twitter links, they can go find out there. If worst case scenario, you totally forget the whole name, just find Daniel Faust on Facebook or LinkedIn, and then you'll be able to connect to the rest of my resources, because I know the virtual world can be complicated. So if you go over and look for that, that would be the best resource. We'll eventually have a website, warhero2superhero.tv. We do own the domain, and we'll eventually have that as a one-stop shop hub. But since of all this COVID and virtual summit we've been prepping for, that we're putting that to the back burner right now, and the content's more important than the website right now. So find me, Daniel Faust, on social media. You'll see our pictures. We're connected with the Easy Way family, or you'll see my family on there, and then you can go over and connect from there. And I'll connect you with the rest of the resources. So
sounds great.
And that's Faust, Faust.
Yep, FAUST, or for our military members, Foxtrot Alpha Uniform Sierra Tango.
There you go.
All right.
Old memories. Well, thank you, Daniel, for coming on, and appreciate it. Great presentation on your broadcast that's going to be coming out. So looking forward to it. And like I said, I'll be researching out. Know a lot of veterans. And I know a lot of the World War II guys. They're disappearing rapidly, but I still know some. And we'll get together on this. This will be fun. But with that,
I'd be thankful.
Thank you again, Daniel. We have to move on, and we have a commercial coming up, and then we have Carmelita's Corner.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
Boomers Forever Young is really making a name for themselves as an exciting nutritional company with products that really work. People from all over the country are starting to take notice. Their whole-person approach to health and wellness, combined with their unique array of powerful natural health products, are setting them apart from all the other companies in the nutrition industry. Their customers love the one-on-one free consultations and the results they experience. Sound a little too good to be true? Then go online to boomerboost.com today and sign up for a free consultation with a product specialist, or just give give us a call at 1-800-861-4609. Again, that's boomerboost.com, or call 1-800-861-4609 to join the thousands already experiencing the benefits of Boomers Forever Young products.
You are about to experience Carmelita's Corner. Carmelita's song Rosebud made it to the top 40s with the Godfather of Soul, James Brown. She's the founder of the Rose Breast Cancer Society. Now here's your host, Carmelita Pittman.
Good morning, and good afternoon if that's where you happen to be. Anyway, we're happy to be here with you today on this bright Memorial Day. I've got a wonderful guest for you. Her name is Denise Millet Burkhardt, and she's also known as DC Goliath. She's got a marketing moniker by that name, and she's accomplished so much in her lifetime, in her young lifetime. She was a child prodigy. She hails from Brooklyn, New York, and before you know it, by the age of 21, she was already doing her thing on Wall Street. How about that? Anyway, she is the president of the Easy Way Broadcasting Television Network, and I want to welcome today Denise Millet Burkhardt. Hello, Denise.
Good morning. Good morning, Carmelita. Thank you so much for having me on.
Well, you know, you are one of our shakers and movers in the Easy Way Broadcasting Network family here, and it's a pleasure to have you.
Oh, thank you. You know, Carmelita, happy Memorial Day, and I just want to say how grateful I am to those military men and women that paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedoms and, you know, our rights so that we can live here in this beautiful country we call America.
Yeah, well, you know, I'll be glad when there's another way, you know, without people having to sacrifice their lives, and that we can all come together as a world family. But right now it looks like we've got some more growing up to do. You know, because we're really all one family. When you look at it, we all come from the same Creator, the Almighty. And when we learn to look upon each other as brothers and sisters instead of people, you know, fighting amongst themselves, it's just like when I think about what came out of that unfortunate incident with Rodney King when he was beaten. He said, "Can't we just all get along?" You know. You know.
Well, we do in the Easy Way family.
Yes.
You know, which is actually very nice. Everyone in the Easy Way family, Eric has created a safety playground, so to say, where, you know, there's no bullying and there's no discrimination and there's no, you know, putting anyone down. It's all positive and positive reinforcement, affiliation, and everyone feels good.
And it's growing. I've been watching him now for the last several years, and he continues to build this amazing network of people, including yourself. And it's just a very amazing thing to see unfold.
Oh, yes. You know, we are growing in leaps and bounds. We have a new app coming out. We have, of course, the TV channels coming out. We have so many things going on, including our charities, which, you know, we have a very big one since it's Memorial Day that we're working on called Veterlands.
Yes, I wanted you to talk about that. Can you explain to our listening audience what Veterland is all about?
Well, Veterlands is basically where we're going to house 10,000 homeless veteran families from California that are due from the mudslides, from the fires, and those that just need a little extra help that, you know, are on the streets and drunken and you know, and drinking and boozing and, you know, just in great despair. Maybe they can't afford their medicine. Maybe they have no family. Maybe they lost their wife, like Daniel was talking about. That happens in so many, you know, veteran families that, you know, you come back with PTSD and the family doesn't know how to handle it. So we'll have a health and wellness center there so they can rehabilitate.
Well, that's wonderful. And can you tell us where you think it's going to be? I know you mentioned it in one of your other interviews.
Yes, it's located in Imperial County, California, right outside of Palm Springs in the Coachella area.
And I understand you have quite a bit of acreage there.
Yes, Sandrina Schumacher and her son donated 160 acres of land into the charity. And basically, you know, Eric had brought in a builder, and we're getting ready to start, you know, hopefully next month.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah,
and
it's Mr. Zuley, James, as well.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of Jim's friends.
Okay. So the dream is coming alive. That's wonderful.
Well, it's so exciting to think about, you know, Carmelita, because I believe there's 70,000 homeless just in the LA area alone. And how many of them are veterans? If we continue to do this, we can end homelessness in California among veterans, and then the state won't be burdened as much, and they can deal with those that have different issues.
Yes, and I think it's so unfortunate in the first place that here these people have given up their lives in so many ways, and, you know, to be rewarded by not having a place to live. I don't think that's right.
Oh, no,
so,
no.
You know,
those that descended the streets should not be sleeping on them.
Exactly. So, you know, before my platform became the breast cancer prevention, you know, because of my mother's, her journey through that, my original platform was going to be addressing the homeless situation. And, you know, I had a guest on my show, Jan Perry, who has run for the LA mayor. She's given so much of her time and effort to addressing that issue. And, you know, we need more of that type of action going on. And I salute you for what you're doing.
Oh, I love what you're doing. You know, I'm definitely a supporter of you, 100%. And, you know, if there's anything that we can do to help you promote with your charity on our television station, please let me know.
Well, you know, we've ventured off into another branch, as you could say, of our operation. We're actually creating a mural. It's going to be bordered by Rimpaw and Highland off of the Washington Boulevard corridor, and we've already started it. It started in 2015, and our lead artist, Catherine Ariane, has completed 2 large sections, and I have a wonderful producer and video person, Tom Porter. I know he must be listening out there, who has produced this amazing video, and so we're going to be unveiling that when the time is right. And Senior Senator Pasquale Vecchio is also in partnership with this project with his Artery USA, who is co-founded with Deborah Gilman. And she's also a big fan of the Easy Way broadcasting show. So I want to thank them for their support, and I know they're listening, so it's a big shout-out there.
Mm. Oh, what wonderful people. Just fantastic, Carmelita. We have some great people in our Easy Way network, too, that are doing some wonderful things. And, if anyone is interested in starting a charity, Carmelita, and it is their passion, they can contact us, and they have Dr. Dante Sears that can actually get that accomplished for them in a short amount of time.
Oh, that's great. Well, there's so much that has to be addressed in our world. There's no lack of things that we need to take care of, especially now during this particular time that everybody's going through with the pandemic.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. There are so many people that are starting, COVID-19 bailout, funds, and there's so many. Look at New York. New York is still not open, and people are impoverished there. I mean, there's a political war going on where people are saying, don't bail out Americans. Now, I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, liberal, independent. We're all Americans. And when a tragedy hits like this in America, we all have to pull together and help each other.
And we also, everybody worldwide needs to pull together, because no one person is an island. We're really all part of a whole. And, we need to reach across, hands across the world, and pull together through this.
Maybe something good will come out of this. They say that they're working on a cure. So, we can pray for the cure. Prayers are the most important thing right now.
Yeah, that's true. So while we're getting ready to prepare for the 29th, Denise, you've got such a big role in this. Can you tell the listening audience about the Easy Way Wall of Fame Summit coming up on the 29th and 30th?
Oh, my gosh, this is going to be absolutely fantastic. This virtual summit is interactive, Carmelita, so not only can you watch your favorite influencers, you can interact with them and ask them questions and get in contact with them through the Easy Way Wall itself, easywaywall.com. And when they go to this and they're able to connect, it really makes you feel like you're there in person, as opposed to just watching on, the phone or computer without being able to. I mean, how many times do we talk to the TV? Well, now we can actually do it through digital, new media.
Yes, and you know what? You just made me think of a funny story. There was somebody who I knew that was telling me about their grandmother watching a television show, and she got so caught up in the television show she didn't distinguish between reality and fiction. And somebody was robbing a bank, and she said, "Oh God, I've got to get to the phone. I've got to call the cops." She was ready to pick up the phone because she saw somebody watching. She's watching television, getting so involved in that. I thought that was hilarious.
Oh, my goodness. That is funny. With the virtual summit, we have some wonderful people, Carmelita. We have Daniel Faust on there, who we just heard here on the radio show, and he's doing a television show with us, as you know, that's very, very life-changing for a lot of people, and it really makes a difference in the veteran community as well as those that aren't veterans. It works in any marriage. Fireside Chats with Kenneth Bradley. This is another veteran program we have. We have Natalie Chaperone. She's doing a talk show that's very interesting. You'll have to look at hers, Megan Fenya. We also, she's doing a show, but she's not on the summit. I'm sorry. But she has a prior engagement, but she's fantastic and has a great show out there as well. Then we have some big heavy hitters like Bill Walsh. We have Forbes Riley. We have Frank Shankowitz. We have, of course, James and Cara Dentley, Sharon Lecter and Mike Lecter. We have some power couples on here, which is really nice because we get to see both of them together.
Mm-hmm. And, of course, we have Eric and Dr. Dante.
Well, you took the words out of my mouth. And of course, our lovely Patty Godfrey Sadler is hosting with Eric, so that's going to be great.
And we've got Pepper J.
In, Carmelita? Who are you looking forward to seeing?
Well, I just mentioned Pepper J. You know, she and John Michael Ferrari were recent guests on my show, and I've become a big fan, of John Michael Ferrari's music.
I can't wait to see what she's up to.
Mhm. So I know it's going to be great, and I'm trying to keep one eye on the clock, Denise, so that we can get it all in. Is there anything else you want to tell our listening audience before we get on our horse and ride off into the sunset?
Well, just enjoy the Memorial Day, enjoy each other, and of course do it the easy way and look for our app on Apple. And, I look forward to hearing you, Carmelita, every Monday.
Oh, wonderful, Denise. And great having you on in person.
Thank you. Have a wonderful weekend.
All right, here we go. We're going to get on our horse, Denise. Clippity-clap, clap-clap, clippity-clap-clap.
Giddy up.
Giddy up.
Are you tired of doing business the hard way? Is building your business taking too much time and energy? We can help. Introducing your ultimate solution, EasyWay Business Membership. We're a full-service digital marketing solution specializing in branding and marketing, advertising, and introductions to CEOs and influencers that can help your business thrive. Problem solved. Now you can hire our award-winning team to work for your business. We've received many prestigious awards, including the Digital Trailblazer Award by Hollywood Weekly magazine, and we've been recognized by Congress. For just $11 a day, you'll get more exposure, reach more clients by next month, guaranteed. Here's how it works. You pay one low annual fee of $4,000, and you'll receive consulting, branding, marketing, advertising, social media support, product placement, and business introductions to help your business grow exponentially. And if you need more, we offer SEO, commercial, TV exposure, and much more for an additional rate. To recap, for just $11 a day annual membership fee, you'll receive branding, consulting, business-to-business introductions, advertising, and social media support. But don't take our word for it. Here's what our customers say.
We've been working with EasyWay Eric for the last 6 months, and literally we are slammed with work for 2 months straight, so his marketing definitely works.
To learn more, visit EasyWayNetwork.com or contact us at 877-399-2929. And don't forget to follow us on social media. On Facebook at EasyWay Network, Twitter at EasyWay Broadcast, and YouTube at EasyWay TV.
Smartphone, cell phone, PC, Mac, tablet, iPad. That's right. It's tech time.
Well, we are transitioning into our new normal, and for some of us, it's going to be a little bit easier. For others, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. But one of the new normal things, at least new normal for me, it's been going on, but I don't think most people have been taking advantage of it, is having things delivered to the home. Now, I'm like everybody else. I've been using Amazon probably for years now. But I would not necessarily have groceries delivered. But nowadays, they have all kinds of new services to have local shoppers go to your local stores and actually do your shopping and delivering your packages right to your home. And it's another way that we can help to keep our local businesses in business during this transition time. I actually used one of the services. I'll mention some brand names. I'm not endorsing them. I'm just saying I've got a Target that's about 4 blocks from my house, and I could very easily go to the Target, but if I want to go inside, I'm going to have to stand in line because of the social distancing. And for us seniors, it's going to be summertime. Matter of fact, it's supposed to be going in Los Angeles. It's supposed to be in the 80s this week. And even standing for 20 or 30 minutes in line outside in 80-degree weather, it's not healthy for us. So what you can do, instead of physically going to the Target right down the street, I can call ahead, tell them what I want, or make out my list. I don't actually talk to them, but online, type in what I want, order it, and they will have a shopper physically doing the shopping for me, and then they will deliver it right to my door. That may not sound like a big deal, but if it's going to be 80 and 90 degrees for a couple of weeks in a row, we're going to need those things from the store. Now, some of the services, you just like Amazon, you pay a yearly free fee, and then all you have to do is pay the tips when they actually drop off your packages, your food, your household items, or whatever that you happen to order from the store. And the beauty of it is you don't ever even have to see the person. So you don't have any actual contact. They come to the house, they drop it off on the porch, they ring your doorbell. It's actually best if you're at home, but for a lot of us seniors, we're retired, we are at home, and they drop it at the door, and they scamper back to their car, and you just bring your groceries inside. Also, if you want to go pick up your groceries, a lot of the stores now have pickup services. So you do the exact same thing. You make out your list, you type it into the app, and they do the actual shopping for you in the store. They give you a window of time to come pick up your groceries or your items, jump in your car. And again, I only live 4 blocks away, and I've tried it. I jumped in my car. I got to Target. I typed into my smartphone what I needed to type in, so they knew I was there. They came and brought my groceries straight to my car, dropped them off. And it doesn't matter if it's 1 item, 2 items, or a whole day's worth of shopping. I saw other people there. They were getting many more bags than I did, and I got about 4 bags worth of items from the store. And again, it doesn't sound like a big deal, but a lot of times we just don't want to be bothered with standing in those lines in the heat or having to carry those groceries out to the car, and they deliver it right to your car, and you can just take it right home. I know it saves me money because when I shop, I am an impulse buyer. I see all kinds of stuff in the store that I don't need, and I just pick it up. This way you get the things on your list. And when the shopper was there, they actually text me, and if they didn't have the item that I wanted, they would ask what I would like to replace it with, or if I wanted to just leave it off the list. And they don't actually charge you until you actually receive the items. So you don't have to worry about being overcharged because they don't charge you until you actually have it delivered or you actually arrive to pick it up. Now, I've seen it for grocery stores, for big box stores, for drug stores, and you simply use your smartphone. So Google for the stores that you want to go to, and then you can ask them which service they use, or you can Google for services. We all know about things like Uber Eats, where they will actually go to a fast food restaurant and pick up the food for you. You order it, they pick it up, and they drop it off at your house. And again, a lot of this nowadays, all they do is drop it off at your door, ring the doorbell, and let you know that it's there. You never have to see them. You never have to worry about, is this going to be someone that, I feel uncomfortable talking to, because you never ever see them. And they even have services where they can walk your dog nowadays. You call them up, or you text them, you go on the app, tell them when you want your dog walked, and they will come and walk your dog. So there are all kinds of things to help us stay safe, not necessarily flood the marketplace. And it might not hopefully last forever, but it might be a helpful thing for us seniors while we transition back to the new normal. So use your smartphone, use your computer, and learn how to use these delivery services. Jim, tell us what your Jim is today.
Okay, baby boomers, it's time for Jim from Jim.
Okay, here we go.
Life is hard. I wrote it easy way. 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 Everybody stand up for easy, working hard in Hollywood. Got many celebrities ready on deck. Cali love, that's what's good. We doing work the easy way. What can I say?
Yes, indeed, we rolled the easy way. And we had a little glitch. That was my fault. I had it on mute again. So anyway, I totally agree with the going out thing. It doesn't have to be done. You could order it online. I've done that. I had in fact, talking about military, I had a military police hat that I had lost somewhere. And I drove all the way to Long Beach and went to their little shop, and they had some hats. They didn't have the one I wanted. And I went home and I thought, oh, okay, I'll try this online stuff. This is a while back. And, wow, they had every hat imaginable. And I ordered it, and I don't know, it might have been the next day or the day after it was. And I'm thinking, hey, this works pretty good. So anyway, guys, thank you for your service. It's a nice thing. You know, it's a nice thing to hear. And when you work and you have employees in any facet, it's gratitude is appreciated. And for us servicemen, you know, it's nice having that special parking place over there at Home Depot, getting the discounts. I was at the Center Club, and somebody was in a meeting, and they literally left their meeting, and they came over because I wore the hat there, and he said, thank you for your service. And you know, it's appreciated, and we want to thank all those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. So wherever you're at up there, thank you for what you've done and what you've given, and you know, the ultimate sacrifice to all our veterans on Memorial Day. And I want to see if I can do the search out for Eric again, because Reatha was talking about and myself about the changing times and the virtual and doing your events virtually and all that kind of stuff. So we have the Easy Way Wall of Fame virtual summits coming up on the 29th and 30th, and it's a who's who list. I mean, with Laura Langmeyer, Frank Shankwitz, well, the list just goes on and on and on. And these are the who's who in the business, speaking and everything. So let's see if we can get Eric, and we're going to talk a little bit more about this, the Easy Way Wall of Fame virtual summit. So we got an engineer working on this. Sometimes we get them, sometimes it's a little difficult. Okay, Eric, we got you. And thank you for coming on, because you are, I know, a beyond busy person. But on the show today, we were just chatting a little bit about the big event coming up on the 29th and 30th. You want to go into a little bit about what all this virtual is about, which a lot of us didn't think you could do a virtual event. And here we are, right?
Yeah, for sure. Well, thank you so much for having me on once again. And I first and foremost, like I always do, want to shout out the Easy Way family, because everything we're doing is really because of them. We built the Easy Way Wall of Fame, which is a social directory to connect our Easy Way family together and just kind of keep records of the success and the results. And as you heard from Daniel Faust, which is one of our shows, in conjunction with Easy Way TV, you know, everybody's kind of getting a pretty good amount of success and when they join and they follow the system. We have a pretty simple system. I mean, it's a social directory, so you can actually get lead generation and promotion and get out there. And then it connects you to the TV, the radio, the magazines. We build your packaging. We build your show card. We do, your sizzle videos and I've had my show, which you guys see on the screen right there. I've had my show for like 10 years with Pepper J Productions. I was on cable access television and public access, and I've been on KXLA and KCLA and Fox and all this stuff, E and Extra, and I've had a lot of experience in growth, and so I thought to myself, let's create a way for other people to have a show just like I did, and let's get them connected to the celebrities just like I did. Let's teach them how to go from brick and mortar to broadcast, and we've just really created this program which has kind of got a life of its own now, which is cool. So what we did was we packaged it all and made it a simple place to go to that really creates this success doorway, which makes it a little bit easier on them versus doing it the hard way. And you'll hear from multiple clients that we have now. Everybody on our Wall of Fame is pretty much a client or an affiliate or a JV member, and we're slowly expanding from this wall. And so you mentioned the virtual summit coming up. So we have our website, the Easy Way Wall of Fame, and as a branch of that, we wanted to create awareness for it. So we created a virtual event, a virtual summit. By the way, shout out to DSP and Jackie and Tony Briggs and Theodosa and Connie Reddick and Maurice and Schroeder and everybody that's on. I appreciate you guys. Go Easy Way family. But you'll see that there's some of the top-rated speakers, performers. I mean, we have my boy Will Champlin from NBC's The Voice on Season 5, my boy Shane Sparks from So You Think You Dance, America's Best Dance Crew. We have the on-channel's presidents and top-level executives that'll be speaking. These are some of our affiliates, as well as, so we have the media, we have the PR, we have the social media, we have the event planners, we have the strategists, we have the health and wellness, and somebody's moving the phone and something in the background there. I don't know if that's your dad or whatever,
that's
but engineer, if you can mute that. And we have Jeffrey Levine, the wealth. I mean, he's a wealth builder. He's our wealth builder, and everybody that you see on the Wall of Fame, you're going to see. I'm sorry, everybody that you see on the stage, you're going to see is on the Wall of Fame, and you really can't get on our stage anymore unless you are on the Wall of Fame. And who isn't going to want to be on the Wall of Fame when it's literally a platform to help boost you and help promote you for free? And yes, you can upgrade, but like Jeffrey Levine, for instance, the engineer should be showing him on the screen. He's the executive producer of the Beyond the Secret movie. He's got a book called it's a workbook. We're working on a book with him called Wealth Builders with Sharon Lechter. We're doing a TV network with him called JLS TV. We're doing a TV show with him. We did an interview with him at the Beyond the Secret Awakening movie. And our team is just so incredible now, man. I have to give a shout out to the team. Jack, I see if I can remember all the top leaders. Dr. Dante Sears, my dad. Reatha Gray, Patty Sather, Denise Millet Burkhardt, Jackie Ramsey, Dana Ritter, DSP, Samuel, Ian and Saskia with Glover's Own Deal Pictures, and so on and so forth. Anybody I forgot, I apologize. But you guys know who you are. Our team is really growing. Recently we just, and finally, the business is getting automated now. Like I love waking up and seeing, a new member, they just paid $1,000 a month. Oh, new member just paid $350 a month. Oh, new member just paid $99 a month. And now that the business is self-sustaining. And we're teaching, we're opening doorways, we're showing all the other people. I see Layla Colgan's on here right now with she has a show calling Level Up with Layla. If you want to level up everything that you're doing, you got Layla. And she's a show that we're going to be working on pretty soon. And what you're looking on the screen is Brian Willis with Billionaires Elite. I mean, we got Billionaires Elite on board now. So it was CEO Space, International Motion Picture Association, the American Chinese CEO Society, and all these different like B2B and networking organizations. And now we have the Millionaires and Billionaires. Now we have my very close friend, good friend Brian White. going back and forth with him for years. And then just out of the blue, out of nowhere, all of a sudden he signs up with the program. And then he contacts me and he wants to do a TV channel and let's do this. And we're going to do a big production situations. And God is just now opening up the door. But where it came from is the initial platform that makes sense, that became familiar and became simple for people. And that was my problem. And hopefully this teaches you guys something. You know, confused people don't buy. You know, you need to make things as simple as possible. And yes, we have a massive network. We're huge. We just launched Easy Way Live, so you guys can watch all of our live broadcasts now on the Wall of Fame. So whenever we go live on Facebook or YouTube or Twitch or whatever, you know, it's right there. And then right under the live video, as you're watching live, you can click on special offers. Special offers is going to take you to all of our Wall of Famers, and those are the Wall of Famers that are smart should be contacting us and saying, hey, put my product or service on there. You know, like, for instance, Lisa Reed. Lisa Reed has a product or service. She has a service that helps you get on stages. And you guys can go right on there and get that product or service. You can use your points. You can use your rewards points. You can, you know, same thing with all of our other products and services. We have all these different services that we're offering. So we created this, like, service mechanism for free that anybody that's doing it the easy way, that's following the movement, can get. So if you want to get on Roku or Apple or Amazon, all you need to do is share. Just share people's profiles. Just just have a good heart. Just help people. You know, let's not forget about Corey. You know, Corey with Sparkle Films. We signed him up under Layla. You know, Layla and her channel, her sub channel, and her show. And what's really awesome, Dad, Reatha, everybody. What's really awesome is we're just an empowerment mechanism now. It's not about us anymore. And when you get to a point where you're an empower mechanism, when you're an empower platform, that's where it really gets fun, because now you see the smile on people's faces. You know, you see the haters come out the woodworks, the weeds in the garden, the gophers, the snakes, they come all over the place, because now you're seeing that self-sustainable success. You know, and I love just waking up every day and just it's like a game at this point. Who's going to give us another testimonial? You know what I mean? Who's going to give us another smile? And so we're just creating ideas and platforms like the Easy Way Wall of Fame Virtual Summit, which is going to be on May 29th and 30th. You see all the people. I mean, they're all behind me and my beautiful girlfriend, Dr. Dante Sears. But really, I wish that our graphic designer didn't make it like this, because I would have rather been in the back. I'm not trying to be the front runner anymore, you know what I mean? And I just it's not about me, it's about the Easy Way family. You know, and I love you guys so much, because you guys are what's making this thing happen. And so I hope that everybody registers. I hope you go to easywayliveevents.com and you go to register, and then when you go to register, you just fill out the form. But what's really unique is not only are we doing an event, but we've got like 1,400 people that have registered, because at the bottom it says, what are you most interested in? And I'm surprised. People want to book. They want to speak. They want marketing. They want to learn how to broadcast, live stream. They want their own channel. They want to get branding. They need everything. They need promotions. They need, you know, they want to be on the Wall of Fame. You know, and so now, I mean, we have so much leads, we don't even know what to do with it anymore. So we're talking to a lady and a couple potential people for call centers, and we're expanding, we're scaling, but it's an automated way of scaling. And it's getting to the point where we literally need to if we don't keep bringing in more team, keep creating more jobs, keep creating more resources, then we're not going to be able to keep up with our own selves. And now we're getting the investors that are coming to us, and it's God, and it's all God. I give all the credit to God. All right, I'm a speaker now, so I can take over the whole airways. So go ahead, Dad.
Well, Eric, it's growing like crazy. So let's get down to the basic ABC stuff. On the 29th and 30th, we have this like wild, amazing event that it's a new type of event. It's online. So when does the event start? Like, I wake up Friday and I want to watch the event. How do I attend the event virtually? How does this work?
Okay, so you're going to wake up and you're going to go, well, we made it really, really simple for everybody. I mean, most of our fans are on Easy Way Broadcasting, on our Easy Way Broadcasting page. So we just told everybody to go there. But really what we've now learned, and I got to give props where props is due. I'm going to give props to Bill Walsh and Power Team International. You'll see we're live right now on Easy Way Broadcasting. So they can go to our Easy Way Broadcasting page. If they haven't liked the page, That's letter E, letter Z. I definitely recommend they do because they'll get a notification. They'll let us know. They'll know when we're going live and stuff. But the other thing that we did, and this is why I give props to Bill Wallace, is because he did an educational live. I knew all this stuff. Everything that Bill does, I know a lot of the same type of stuff. But it helps refresh and spark some new and make me. I did some research, and it drove me to go do some research on YouTube and Google and figure out RTMP. So what basically we're doing. And so through an RTMP, you can actually go to our Easy Way TV YouTube channel, which, by the way, is something fun to subscribe to too, because we're putting a lot of good content on there. But through that, we're now going live on the Wall of Fame. So if you go to easywaywall.com, you'll see that there's a big live. And whenever we go live now, it's here. And we're getting like 30,000 a week now of traffic. So all the Wall of Famers, if you don't have an account on the Wall of Fame, you're going to, because someone's going to tell you the success that they're getting. It's like I said, so you go right here, you click on it, and it's not set up on the RTMP, but we're promoting the event right now, Easy Way Live events, and then you'll be able to see more and more updates as we go along. And then let me mention one more thing, if I may, to all the people out there that are watching. Okay, we did something. I did a live yesterday. And it was all about how the people that promote us can benefit. And so we came up with the concept and idea called the Golden Promoter Award. Okay, and the Golden Promoter Award is a really awesome, fancy graphic design trophy. It's a certificate, and the person that wins the Golden Promoter Award, we're going to give them 5,000 Easy Way dollars, Easy Way coins, okay, which are basically points that you can redeem for getting on TV, radio, magazines, our consulting, talking to our experts, whatever can help to scale and help your business. And so you'll see the trophy that I'm holding up right there. That's the trophy we send out to you guys, and it's just really cool. So anybody that's watching right now, promote this event. And whoever promotes the event, whoever goes the hardest, we're going to choose one person to win the Golden Promoter Award.
Cool.
And it's going to be pretty cool. And and I promise you guys that whoever wins the Golden Promoter Award, you're going to see the results. Just like you've heard the results. And you can go to easywaypromotions.com and see hundreds and hundreds of testimonials. We create results. But if you want results for your business and you want to get out there more and you want to get more leads and you want to position yourself to actually manage those leads and turn it into like an automated way of converting those leads, that's what we're going to help you with if you win this. We want to use you as an example. We're looking for those of you that we can use as an example to show the results, because too many people talk about things, but we actually show the case studies. You can show and watch the live, and we're going to keep bringing you on a live and go, hey, so you got this result, you got that result, you met this person, you've done this, you did it, and it's going to happen within like a month. So it's something new that we're doing. We're pretty excited about that. So I hope, I can't wait to see who wins the Golden Promoter Award.
Oh, that's so cool. And then there's going to be, you're going to go on and you're going to see so many speakers, and then there's going to be some break time, I suppose, and then, you're going to have some entertainment too, right?
Oh, yeah. So thank you for reminding me about that. And by the way, everything that we're doing, you can go to easywaywall.com, click on news. It's all the updates and stuff are there. A lot, and then we're doing a lot of interviews with our Wall of Famers now too. But yeah, so as far as the performances, we have 6 performers now, I think, and our grand finale performance is if you guys remember Will Champlin from The Voice, okay. Will Champlin from season 5, The Voice, was beyond incredible, and he had millions of people that tuned in, and so I'm actually texting. Hold on one second, guys. I'm actually texting the engineer to make sure that they show it. Okay, there we go. So Will Champlin was on The Voice, and it had millions and millions of views. He was like second runner up, I think, or whatever, and he's a good friend of mine. I've known him for years. He might be doing a show with us. And so he's doing a special song exclusively for the Easy Way Wall of Fame. He's doing special songs that he's been working on. So that's kind of cool, right? So it's like a new launch of some of the songs and stuff, and he's gonna do like 4 songs. He's doing a grand finale, special performance, and I thought that's kind of cool. So we wanted to do something a little different. We do the entertainment thing, And you can go to Will Champlin's Easy Way Wall of Fame. You can search Will Champlin under members, and you can see more about him. You can connect with him. You can all that stuff. And then also my good friend.
Everything it's everything. Like if you went to an event, but it's just right there in your own house. You don't have to go anywhere. You have your entertainment. You have your speakers. And you just follow the page on whichever times you want, and what it's going from 9 o'clock? What's the times?
No, it's at 8 in the morning. 8 in the morning to like 8 at night. Like we have so many speakers, it's gotten so big, and I mean we literally had to buy new equipment and implement new equipment. And so you see Shane right there, and you see you guys. These are the top. I mean, it's not easy to see some of these people. Listen to what it's so interesting what they have to say. I mean, I've been going around these things for a long time, and I went to a couple, and I'm going like, and I turn around going, hey, this stuff is pretty cool. And you hear some really interesting stuff. Let me stay on topic because you asked about the performers and the engineers showing things, and I don't want to get confused. So basically. Shane Sparks was on So You Think You Dance, America's Best Dance Crew. He's actually got a new show coming out on the On channel. He's got a new show coming with us. A lot of, like I said, he's a real good friend of mine. And Shane is going to be doing a special performance and some advice for dancers, but really the premise of this event, guys. Okay, let me tell you why you want to tune into this and what makes it a little different than anything else that you're going to see. Is this is going to teach you from all the different category perspectives of all these experts that you see. Kristanna Loken, the star of Terminator 3, and then you complete. I mean, you go Kristanna Loken, the star of Terminator 3, the Terminator that fought Arnold Schwarzenegger. Then we go over to Sharon Lecter, who's a book author, but a world-renowned super book author. Then you have the nonprofit, the creator of the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Then you have the entrepreneur. I mean, like David Meltzer is about as big as it gets in advice. To help you scale your business. And then you have Bill Walsh, and then you have Brian White, who's also an actor, and then you have Hollywood executives, and then you have feng shui professionals, and all these people have massive followings. Then you have event planners, and it's such a variety. Then you have financial experts and the variety. I mean, we even got Jeff Hoffman, who's with Priceline and the bookings. And who doesn't want to learn from these people in the brick and mortar to broadcast category? How do I make money in this crazy time? How do I make money in my house? We're creeping up to 6-7 figures now, making money from our home. So you have me talking. Then you have my girlfriend, Dr. Dante Sears, with the health and wellness and websites. Then you have our and you're going to be able to hear like the most coolest success stories, and it's just going to be so incredible. And then if I may do
and we can watch it on our big screen.
You can watch it on your big screen. Watch it on Roku, Apple, Amazon, all that type of stuff. If I may do a little shameless plug for myself, and also our sponsors, I want to say thank you to our sponsors. We have our app coming out, the EasyWay mobile app. We have Jeffrey Levine Solutions, which is one of our title sponsors. We have World Prosperity Network, Virtuity.com, if you want to do your financial planning with Jeffrey and Hannah. And then my book, I got my book coming out, The Influence Effect. And if you want to learn how to build an influence effect around your business the way I do, the way EasyWay has done it for 15 years, you want to get that book and hear from some of the top-level experts of how I turned our relationships from the first day I met them, got their cell phone number, and built that into relationship equity. All these people that you see, guys, we're making money with. We're making successful things happen.
The book is a treasure trove of information.
Yeah, and I'm really excited. I mean, New Life Clarity Publishing. We're gonna be launching our own publishing company here in conjunction with New Life Clarity Publishing. And if you want to be successful and get out there and unlike anybody else out there, I guarantee you, that we have a very unique strategy of how we do what we do. We have a massive track record. So, but again, the event's May 29th and 30th. I'm so excited. We are so excited. Shout out to my amazing team. I could never do it without them. And make sure that you go to easywayliveevents.com and register. It's free. Plus, we're giving away like $10,000 a ticket in value completely for free. Completely for free. All you need to do is put your name, phone number, and email in, and we just want to get to know people. We just want to raise awareness for the Wall of Fame, and so get an account on the Wall of Fame and register for the easywayliveevents.com.
What you've created and built is beyond amazing. I don't know where you get all that energy from. Must have done some great relatives, great-great-grandfathers, but it's ingenious what you put together, and it's changed so many people's lives. And like you say, we love our team. And with that, I think it's pretty much time to rock and roll, like Carmelita says.
And I want to shout out Theodosia because really quick, I always want to engage. Here's another tip of advice, guys. Whenever you have the opportunity to engage, engagement is everything. Engagement will create conversion, okay? And so I saw Theodosia say, yes, this is a wealth of wisdom, all in one location, blessings and successful outcome. Thank you, Theodosia. I really appreciate that. That's awesome for you to take the time to do that. Matt J. Doyle, I see you. Olympia Giulini is on here. I see you. What's up, Dr. Olympia Giulini? And then, we got our big awards show, guys. Don't sleep on that. We're still going to do the next annual. This is going to be a digital virtual event. We're going to set up a whole entire virtual awards show right from the comfort of your own home. You can win awards from the comfort of your own home. We're going to have all the top-level people presenting, and we're going to keep it going, keep it very consistent. We are going to do our award show in September, but it is going to be virtual, whether this pandemic opens up or not, and we're going to keep it virtual, and then next year we're going to go back to the physical stage thing or whatever. But we do have all the same events. I got my book launch on June 24th, so we're going to have a lot of the people in my book. We'll be speaking to another virtual stage. And then let me say one more thing, then I'm out of here. I know we're way, way over time, but I love you guys so much. I am actually now doing two things. We have a whole team ready to either do it done for you, virtual events, or teach you how to do virtual events. And when it comes to results, like I said, we've gotten over 1,400 people that have registered for this event. So that means we have 1,400 leads to now contact. And I bet you we get about 150,000 to 250,000 from the leads, maybe more. And so not only can we help you get out there and do your event and branding and the technology and all that stuff the correct way, but we can help you make money. We've really mastered the art and the strategy of these virtual events. So I look forward to hearing from you guys. Thanks, Dad. Thank you, Reatha. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Carmelita. Thank you, Denise. Thank you, Daniel, and everybody that was on the show. And I actually have to hop off. I got 11:30, and we actually have to end the show right now because it's about to end in about a minute.
Thank you, Eric, for coming on. And I could have said that. Great. I think I could have said all that stuff. But anyway, thank you, Eric, for coming on. And, Reatha, I think it's time to rock and roll. Thank you, Daniel Faust, for coming on. War hero to superhero. And president of Easy Way TV, Denise Millet Burkhardt. She's amazing, and she's such a pleasant lady. And so thank you to our guest. And with that, I think it's time, like Carmelita says, Reatha, it's time to get on our horses and ride off into the sunset. I like the special effects that Carmelita had, the clip-clop thing. But it goes fast, and it's time to rock and roll, guys. So keep moving, keep the faith. Radio Boomers Live. Yep.
And we'll see people in between at the virtual summit.
At the virtual
between now
summit,
and next Monday.
That's right. And the 29th and the 30th, I'm looking forward to that, Reatha. I'm going to be tuned in. So
I'm looking forward to it, too.
Until next Monday, Radio Boomers Live, signing out.
Thank you for listening to Radio Boomers Live with your hosts, Reatha Gray, Star Betty White's Off Their Rockers, and Easy's dad, Jim Zuley. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter at Radio Boomers Live. Radio Boomers Live is brought to you by the Easy Way Broadcasting Network. That's the letter E, the letter Z, Broadcasting Network.